Hello everyone. This hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series, we're working on our last class in the Making Business Decisions unit. In this class, we're going to do a case study where you'll consider a real company's problems and work together in a group to try to resolve them. Guess how? By making a business decision in a meeting. So we're going to put together our key phrases, our vocabulary, and the practical use of English we learned in the previous classes. Oh, and the grammar for countable nouns, all into one practical speaking activity. So that's the plan. Here's a little bit about me. I'm Jon-Eric, your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. By the way, here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up, which means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom quiet. Tune in to the new words and phrases that we're learning. Use them actively so that I can correct you and give you feedback. And finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. This is our unit, which you can see posted in the Verbling chat window, the middle post if you want to open it. But before we get started with that, I want to just take a quick look at the 2 homeworks that we did before, and just see if there's any questions about either of them. So let's start with the homeworks, and in order to do that, I actually need to open them up as well. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the links in the chat window to both of the homeworks. There they are. I'm going to open homework 4 in the chat window, the browser, and share it with you, because homework 3 you had a chance to talk to me already about it, but I can still answer questions. Homework 4 we haven't really talked about. Hold on a second. Uh-oh, I think I posted the wrong things. Sorry. I posted the wrong links. Let me try again. One more time, sorry. Here are the right links. It's homeworks 2 and 3, my fault. I'm going to open homework 3 in the chat window because that's the last one that I sent. But if you have questions from homework 2, we can also talk about it. So on your screen right now, let's take a look at homework 3. Can everyone see that? Daniel, Sylvia, can you see that? Homework 3?
Yes.
Good. Okay, so this was language at work, talking about accountability and quality. And you have a full review of countable and uncountable nouns on page 1, or sorry, I should say slide 3, slide 4, and then you have the activities here on slides 5, slides 6, and slide 7. So, did you have a chance to work on this on your own?
Yes.
Yeah?
I have a question.
Good. I like questions.
We said in the previous class,
Right?
that time could be uncountable and countable.
It's true.
But in the answer of this exercise, only said time is uncountable.
Uncountable time, yeah. It's a mistake. It's a mistake.
Okay.
Because
it's countable and uncountable, no?
It's both. Yes, it's both.
Okay.
But in different situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you. It's both. Remember the time I saw your family. Right? The time I saw your family is one time. It's countable. I saw them once, I saw them twice. 1 time, 2 times. It's absolutely countable in that context. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions from slide number 3 on screen?
No.
No.
No? Any questions from slide 2?
One moment. The
We're just going
sales.
over wait 1 second. We're just going over the homework, everyone. So Yuki and AJ, this is a homework I sent yesterday, and I'm just asking if anyone had questions about it. We're on slide number 6, just so you know where we are. Okay? I'm sorry. So go ahead, Daniel.
Yes, in the phrase sentence 6,
6.
my
Okay.
clothes is uncountable, but it's right as a plural, no? Clothes.
It is. My clothes are. It's plural, right?
Plural, but uncountable, no?
Exactly.
It was
Yep.
my mistake. I choose isn't
Mm-hmm.
because I thought always the uncountable is the third person.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an irregular word.
Okay.
Clothes is never singular. It's not possible. Because if it were singular, it would be cloth, which is the same as tissue or fabric. So the problem is that the words change meaning, and now we have cloth and clothes, which are originally the same word, but they separated over the centuries. So now we don't have a singular form of clothes anymore. It's just not possible. So it's a very irregular word. That's the reason why it's confusing.
Okay.
But you're absolutely right. You cannot say one clothes, two clothes. You can say one cloth, two cloths, but that does not mean the things you put on your body necessarily. So it's plural and uncountable. You're absolutely right.
Singular is a piece of fabric.
Exactly. That's right. Like the cloth we used to cover the car stopped the birds from bombing it with with bird doo-doo.
Mm-hmm.
There's
In
my good
the
example for you.
in the third sentence,
Mm-hmm.
it occurred the same, no? The sales status, sales is uncountable, but it's plural.
It's the
The
sale.
sales
Why is it
status.
uncountable? Why do you think it's uncountable? Why can it not be one sale, two sales?
Uh,
I think it can.
I thought it was uncountable. It's it is countable.
Yeah,
Ah, okay.
because think about it.
My mistake.
There's one sale at Bloomingdale's, but there's another sale at H&M. I mean, you can count the number of sales that we have in that context of reducing prices.
Okay.
It depends on how you mean it. If you mean something is for sale, okay, that's a different meaning. That means that it is being sold.
Mm-hmm.
So that's its different meaning. But you're talking about the act of reducing prices, sure, that's countable. Absolutely.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of practice and getting used to the different meanings. The last exercise was choosing these key words. I want to do that as a class, just because I think it's good to talk through this. So it's on screen. Sylvia, I need many or more time to make a decision. What would you choose?
More.
I agree. Say the whole sentence.
I need more time to make a decision.
Daniel, number 2.
She's managed to get a job with that insurance company.
Right. Not some job, but a job, because there's only one. Right. Yuki, number 3.
And there is very few information about this on the website.
Wait, you said there is very few. That's not a choice.
There is very little information.
Ah, okay, yeah. There is very little information. Because we can't say are because it's not possible to pluralize. Informations doesn't exist. You're right. There is very little. AJ, how are you? AJ? Are you there? Hello, AJ? turn on your microphone for us. Go to the top and click the microphone button. Right. And then say hello to the group for us, okay? AJ Saini, are you there? Going once, going twice. AJ, what's going on? Talk to us. There's no AJ. AJ, when you get your microphone on, just say hello to the group, okay? And we can have you do the exercises with us. Right now, we're just reviewing countable nouns like dog and dogs, an uncountable noun like water and time. Of course, time can be countable too, but don't worry about that. Water cannot. Okay, let's go back to Sylvia for 4.
I had too many emails to reply to before the end of the day.
Perfect. Countable or uncountable?
Countable.
Perfect. Daniel, 5.
I think there are very few people who understand the theory fully. In this case, I was wrong.
Right. If you say there are very little people, you're
Yes.
talking about that actor on the Game of Thrones. You know, the little guy. There are very little people.
Okay.
So here we mean less in number, so very few. Yuki, number 6.
I'm sure we can find you a suitable accommodation.
Yeah, because you cannot say accommodations. You can, but it's not being said here. Like some suitable accommodations would be okay, but that's not our choice. It's just accommodation. So you're right. A suitable accommodation. Singular, countable. Okay, AJ, is your microphone on? Hello, AJ, AJ, going once, going twice. Back to Sylvia for 7.
Let me give you a little advice about negotiating with that company.
Countable or uncountable?
I think uncountable.
Of course. And Daniel, number 8.
Would you like morning paper delivered with your breakfast?
Uh-oh.
No?
Try again.
Sorry. A morning paper.
In this
Would you
case,
like-
it is countable because you mean
Yes.
journal.
Yeah.
So in that case, it's countable. If you mean the stuff you write on in your office, yeah, that's not countable. But here, it's an object you can put in your hand. 1 newspaper, 2 newspapers. Countable.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to do this, because I think it's really needs to be in your memory, and the best way to get it into your memory is to get it out of your mouth. If you're speaking, it's much easier to remember. Okay, that is a relatively quick review, and don't forget you can always correct yourself on the last page when I send you these kind of homeworks. You can always correct yourself. I am going to turn off my screen sharing. I don't want you to look at the browser. I want you to look at our presentation. Oh, where is our presentation? There is our presentation. There we go. Okay, let's put all of our skills together in a final case study. And AJ, please try to get your microphone working, or at least send me a message so that I know you can hear me, because I don't know if you're here, if you're not here, or what's going on. All right. Our case study is always a realistic simulation of a real-life workplace activity. We always begin by getting an expert view, something for us to keep in mind as we learn about a particular situation. It's a way for us to evaluate the situation. In this case, our expert view is about resolving an expansion crisis. What do you think I mean by that, Sylvia? In a business context, what do you think I mean by an expansion crisis?
Crisis, or it's crisis, I think. Where is right?
Do you see on the top? Expansion crisis.
No. Okay. That is becoming more. It is becoming bigger and bigger.
What
Maybe
what
in
is
different countries.
what is getting bigger and bigger in this context? The crisis about what?
I think
Because what you're thinking, Sylvia, is expanding crisis. That's what you have in mind. But that's not what I mean. I mean expansion crisis in a business context. So now you have to think of companies. What does it mean to expand as a company?
became bigger, no?
To get bigger in what sense?
Maybe buy other building and maybe transfer the company also in other countries, so they're bigger.
Okay. So another way
But
to
it's
say
crisis.
another way to say buy other buildings is to say open new locations, open new branches. Branches. In Italian, what is that?
Franchising?
No, no, no,
Sucursal.
no, 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 no. Sucursal. And I don't know.
Scusa.
Okay.
Succursale, yeah.
Okay. So opening new branches, it's not franchising. Franchising is for individuals. That's why I say it's not franchising. It could
I
be.
think it applies to opening not only branches, but also new shops, factories. Too
Could
much.
be. New facilities, right?
Yes.
Facilities. So we got opening branches, opening new facilities, and what about Daniel? What about employment? Could we have an expansion crisis with employment? Could it relate to employment in any way, Daniel?
Employment.
Yeah.
To create a new job for people.
Trying to create new jobs for people, and if we have an expansion crisis, we might have to cut people. Maybe we can't expand. Maybe. I'm saying it could be financial in nature. So it could be a financial crisis, which means that either we have to cut people, and if we're lucky,
Yes.
we can create jobs for
I know it. I suffer it.
exactly. It's the way of the south of Europe.
Yes.
Here too. Okay. I wanted to make that clear because expansion is in a business sense, so we mean making the company bigger financially, physically bigger with new facilities or new branches, or in terms of personnel. Maybe we need to cut personnel. If there's an expansion crisis, we have to downsize. Heard that expression? Downsize. You can see all this in the chat window. To downsize means to cut personnel.
Huh?
So this is from Roger Delves, Program Director for the Center for Customized Executive Development. That means training the executive staff at the Cranfield School of Management. All right? Yuki, can you read the expert view for us? And let's then summarize it afterwards and see what we're going to do with it. Go ahead, Yuki.
The expert view. When faced with making the decision, it's helpful to decide what sort of decision is required. In the decision, tactical or is the decision tactical or is it strategic? Tactical decisions offer short-term solutions to operational problems. They don't affect the broad plans of the organization. Strategic decisions will challenge fundamental principles such as a company's approach to marketing or production. Strategic decisions should help to create a long-term sustainable business approach for the organization. Tactical decisions should help to solve short-term issues within a fundamentally sound and successful business model. Make sure you know whether the decision you need to make is tactical or strategic.
Okay. Let's see if we can clarify what that means, tactical or strategic. First, let me ask you as a class, can you think of a difference in a company particularly in the news. Have you heard any news about a decision that you could label tactical or strategic in recent news? Anything come to mind?
I
I
don't
have
know
I have a
even
good
in
example.
Spanish.
I have a good one. Go ahead, Daniel. Let's hear yours.
I, I don't know even in Spanish the difference between the different meaning between tactical or strategic. Sorry.
Okay, well, tactical and strategic. Well, strategic is just from this context, Daniel. Tell me the difference from what Yuki just read. What's the difference in terms of time? In terms of the
It's
time it takes?
short term and long term.
Exactly, that's the difference. That's it. That's the
Mm,
only difference.
okay.
Tactical is strategic but short term. Strategic is strategic but long term. That's the only
Ah,
difference. That's it.
okay.
Just that. That's it.
Mhm.
I've got a good example. Raise your hand if you live in a Catholic country. Raise your hand. Oh, you do,
Yes.
Sylvia? Oh, okay. What decision did the Catholic Church recently make? It's all over the news. What did our good friend from Argentina decide?
The Pope
Yeah,
that about gay, I think. It was
exactly,
like
exactly. So, do you remember the decision at this synod, this meeting of
I
bishops
think
and cardinals?
I don't follow a lot the church, but I think that he said that gay people are not are welcome also into the church, something like this.
Something like that. Do you think that's a tactical or a strategic decision? The church is a
Uh,
business too. Remember, there's the Bank of the
yes, I
Vatican. They're a
think it's
business
for
too.
a long term decision, so strategic,
Strategic.
strategic because they want that people go follow the church and for a long term.
Okay, yeah, it absolutely. That maybe they felt that they were. It's hard to say why he made that decision. It seems like it happened when he came to power, but maybe they got a sense that they're losing their base. Maybe they just had to make a strategic change. Now the problem is that they don't come out and say that it's moral. They say that you know it's more tolerable, but they don't actually come out and say it's not a sin, which is an important distinction to make if you're religious. So, but anyway, that's one thing that comes to mind. It's probably a strategic decision. By the way, Daniel, you can agree, you can disagree. You could say it's tactical because when the next pope comes in, they're going to reverse it. It's really just your decision. Can either of you think of an example of a tactical decision that's been made? Maybe something in the news recently. Anything come to mind?
Something tactical, maybe. Um, I don't know.
Well, Google had some news. Google Ads has lost a lot of revenue. Do you know about Google Ads?
Yet in Spain,
Yeah, tell me.
and Google said that if a new law about to pay for show news,
Really? I didn't know that.
yes,
Okay.
Google said he could his
Google's not a he. Google's a he.
sorry,
You can
their new service in Spain.
wait. Google said they,
They
not there. They what?
they
They could do what?
they mm, they don't they don't have
There,
their news
right?
on 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 internet from Spain or something.
If you're in Spain, you can't get Google News.
Yes, it's I don't know is it is the subject in this moment.
Because in Portugal we have Google News, no problem, and you don't
No,
have to
no.
pay.
In Spain right now we have, but if the new law about to pay for news from the other site, you must pay a canon.
Ah. So do you think that's a tactical decision on their part? Or is that a government decision?
Tactical decision for Google.
Because?
They decide right now uh, to cut the news in Spain. It's not a long time. It's now. I don't know. I don't know.
Right, right. But the point is it long term, long prazo, or is it short term, curto prazo? In other words, is it something that they're going to do temporarily?
I think it's temporarily.
Ah, okay, then it is tactical. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they need to earn revenue. Look, the news was that they lost a lot of revenue. Sylvia, what do I mean by revenue? What's revenue? Do you know what that means? Sylvia? 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 Oh, Sylvia's asleep. Sylvia, wake up.
Re-
Sylvia's asleep.
reve- Revenue is money.
Income, money.
Uh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it's
that's it. That's it.
income. Mhm.
That's it. So they
So,
lost. Go ahead.
so
Yeah,
news agency main source of main revenue of news agency is advertising.
absolutely. And the main revenue of Google was Google advertising, the special ad service
Yes,
using the Google
yesterday
algorithm.
Google announced the increase of uh, income, but decrease of revenue.
Yep.
They said that it the increase of internet advertisement makes Google not unprofitable
Right.
now.
So that could be why they're using tactical decisions like the one Daniel mentioned. Maybe by getting people to pay for news, they could raise revenue. Maybe using Google Fiber, which is a paid service. I think it's paid. I'm pretty sure you've got to pay a premium for it. Google Fiber is the fiber optic service in the United States. So instead of using a phone company, use Google. And they should have pretty good fiber optics because that's their main business. Okay, so we've clarified tactical.
I remembered now many users use not computer but smartphone,
Right.
and the revenue from advertisement on application on smartphone is quite fewer than that of computer internet.
Fewer or
So
less?
less, sorry.
Less. Right.
Less that of computer. That's the main reason of decreasing of revenue of Google.
Okay. So it's because there's a new medium that
Yes,
everyone's using. Got it. Got it. Um, AJ, is your microphone working now? If it is, say hello. Otherwise, just write a little note so I can see. I don't hear him. AJ, if your microphone's working, just say hello. Sylvia, is your microphone working?
Yes.
Because I was talking and then you disappeared.
Yeah, because I closed the window. And so,
I thought you went to get a sandwich and take a break.
no.
Okay, so we've clarified tactical and strategic decisions. Sylvia, I want you to very briefly, tell me what you see in the picture.
In the picture, there are two bikes and a kind of umbrella.
And what do you think it is?
Uh, a bike sharing
A bike?
service.
A parking.
So Daniel says parking, you said bike sharing.
Yes.
And Yuki, do you agree, disagree? What do you think that thing is?
it looks like a monument. But I think I agree with
A parking in Amsterdam.
Sylvia's opinion. Let me say, please. Yes. So I also think it is share bike renting.
Yeah.
Share renting.
Okay, we're going to
Share
find
rent.
out. We're going to find out in just a second, and we're also going to decide whether the company is dealing with a tactical or strategic issue. So here we go. Um, you've got a little fact file which you're going to need to use on the far right, and you've got a background information on the company. The company is Cyclepods Limited, and the headline is Cyclepods Limited struggles to meet demand. Struggles to meet demand. Daniel, what does that headline mean in plain English? Cyclepods struggles to meet demand. What does that mean in plain, simple English?
Yes, maybe someone or something is um, want to take sick leave pose in front of the law, in a court law.
Well, hang on a second. The key word there would be demand. To meet demand. So it's got, if we see that, we know it's got nothing to do with the law.
Okay. Uh,
So remember, the law of
know
supply and
know
demand
know
is
how
financial.
many people could use the bicycle.
Yeah, it's about how many people are going to use their product.
Use the
So they're
product.
not, if they're, and Sylvia, if they're struggling to meet demand, do they have enough product for the customer?
No, there it's like something fighting.
Exactly. Struggling is like fighting. Sylvia, I want you to take the text on the left side for us. It's short, so we're going to read it out loud. Okay? We're going to find out our background to the company, and then we're going to have a decision-making meeting to try to fix the problem as a group. Go ahead, Sylvia.
Is it possible to see a little bigger?
It is kind of possible. How about that? Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, it's better. A new product is currently on the market. It's environmentally friendly, made from almost 100% recycled aluminum, and
Wait.
supports
Two things. Recycled,
recycled,
because I'm hearing recycled, but it's recycled.
recycled.
The second word is different in British and American English. It's different. I'm an American, so I say aluminum. If you're using British English, it's aluminium. So are you using British or American English?
In British is more similar to
Both.
both.
Yeah, it's better to choose one or the other, because if you're tested, you can't mix them up. You've got to pick one or the other. All right, so British English is aluminium if you're using it. American English is aluminum.
Aluminum.
Right.
Recycled aluminum, and supports the green mode of transport, the bicycle. The product is called a cyclopod.
Cyclopod. From bicycle or cycle, cycle becomes cyclopod.
Cyclopod, and it is an innovative space-saving cycle storage design which secures 8 cycles in a 2-meter diameter. The cyclepod enables the cyclist to look the front wheel of their cycle, frame and back wheel to the unit, securing the most expensive and highly target parts of the cycle in place. And because the cyclepod holds the bicycle in a vertical position, they are high up and visible on any CCTV that may be installed for extra security. In addition, the cyclepod is fully brandable and graphics can be applied by the purchaser.
By the
purchaser,
nope. Try again.
Purchaser.
Good. By the purchaser. By the buyer.
Purchaser.
Buyer, purchaser. That's it. All right. Well, Daniel, why don't you continue to the end? And then we'll get Yuki and Shadow in here for an opinion. We'll make sure it's clear. Go ahead, Daniel.
Since it was founded the company Cyclopods Ltd. has
Limited.
been limited. Okay.
LTD is limited.
Uh-huh. Cyclopods Limited has been going from strength to strength. After the company's first year of trading, it had sold its products to 8 major organizations, and the others have been flooding in since.
Flooding.
Flooding,
Not flow, but
fla,
flooding. Yeah.
flooding in
Like
since.
duck. Remember our chart, the vowel chart? It's the short sound of U. Like duck.
Duck,
Flood. That's
fla.
it.
Okay. The others has been flooding in since. The problem Cycle Plus Limited now has is meeting the demand. It doesn't have any stock. The cyclopods are made to order. The company doesn't have the money to invest in mass production yet, and because production is slow, profit margins are low. Despite its apparent success, Cyclops Limited isn't making enough profit to cover its overheads and is facing a cash flow crisis.
Good. Shadow. I want you to take a look at this picture because this is the cyclopod. This is what we're describing. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looks like, and it basically holds the bicycle, and there's other things you can do with it. And as you can see from this text, there's a bit of a problem with the company. Yuki, do you think you could summarize the issue here? What's the problem the company's facing?
Company is facing a problem of decrease of demand.
Uh-huh.
Decrease of demand.
Right.
Firstly, it went successfully. The since the company was founded, it became stronger and stronger. But
Uh-huh.
now company has company faces difficulties. Big problem is the problem is that its products and its product 8 major organization and
What about the 8 organizations?
sorry.
What's the problem with them?
Sorry, a company sold their products to 8 major organizations, and the orders have been flooding in since. So the decision of sell sold decision of apart from their company. I'm sorry.
Well, let's boil that down into let's try to compact that to just 1 or 2 sentences. In a nutshell, what's the problem? In a nutshell. Basically, what's the basic issue?
Money.
Money, okay. A little more
The
than that.
company doesn't have money to invest in mass production.
Okay, that's it. That's very good. That makes a lot of
Sorry.
sense. They don't have enough money to invest in mass production, so they can't expand, right?
Yes.
That's the problem. That's it. That's a very good way to say it. Very good. Let's say a quick hello to Carlos, who's just joining us right now. Hello, Carlos. How are you? Hello, Carlos. No,
Uh,
Carlos. I'm sorry, Jose. I saw
yeah,
your
my
name
name
wrong.
is Jose. Hello.
Hi. Okay. So, Jose, we're going to have a business meeting where we get to practice decision making and review some things we've learned in the previous classes, as well as just get speaking practice.
Okay.
We looked at this product called a cyclopod right here, we learned about the difference between short-term and long-term decisions, tactical or strategic. Short-term is tactical, long-term is strategic. At this cyclopod here, we read a background, and as Yuki just said, the company doesn't have money to invest to expand, but they have demand. So they're facing a problem, and we are going to try to solve that problem having a meeting. Just to bring you up to speed, that's what we're doing today. Is that clear,
Okay.
more or less?
Yeah, more or less. Thank you.
More or less, okay. All right. So you've got that little fact file there. Shadow, why don't you just read through the fact file quickly, and then we'll start our meeting. Because we're going to need this information in the fact file. So let's just make sure it's clear. Could you just read through it real quick, Shadow?
Oh, yeah, okay. Founders, James Stewart, Natalie Connell. Growth, 8 contracts in first 9 months. Customers included Pepsi and Reebok. Price per unit, 3,900 euro.
Pound.
Required, required investment, 200,000 pounds.
Exactly. Those are some of the information we're going to need about the company. Here's a question. We're not going to do all of these, but just to make sure everything is clear, just a few questions. Shadow, what are the company's strengths and weaknesses based on what we read so far? Can you give me one strength and one weakness?
I can give you a weakness, but I don't know what's the strength really.
Okay, no problem. What's the weakness?
The weakness that they don't have enough money. The profit margins are low and can't cover what they want to do.
Yeah, they can't meet the demand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, and Sylvia, could you give me a strength maybe?
They sold the product to 8 major organizations.
Major.
Major organizations.
Absolutely. Yuki, could you give me another strength? Not about money now. What's something positive about the company?
The company's strength is that it has a very original and revolutionary product. It is very that will differ from other products.
Sure. It's original.
It's original cyclopod.
It is. It's different, and we can add to that too. We could say that it's original, and it's environmentally friendly too, which is a big thing these days. And how is it original? It's got that special design because you don't want your bikes taking up the whole street, or people will find them to be an inconvenience. So it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Okay. Daniel, what is the company's USP? USP. What is USP?
I don't know.
Does anyone know what a USP is?
No.
Nope.
Uh-oh, we got a problem. We don't know what a USP is.
Unique, maybe. No?
Well,
service product.
Unique product. No.
Unique product.
Unique selling product.
No.
No. I'm sorry.
Unique. You're very close. You're very close. Unique selling point.
Point.
Point. The reason that people will buy it. Unique selling point. Clear or not clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Sylvia, if it's clear.
I think it's a product that makes different from other similar products.
What's the unique part then?
They're environmentally friendly.
Okay, that is one part of it, but I don't agree with you. I don't think that's the only reason. A lot of things are environmentally friendly. Some people say that nuclear energy is environmentally friendly. Even if I don't agree, some people do think that. So that's not enough. We need something more.
They take up a little bit space.
Not enough. We need more.
It's convenient for cyclists.
These are all great ideas, but it's not the main idea.
Fully
What makes it
brandable.
unique? What makes it unique? Jose, can you help us out? I don't know if you were listening or reading along with the text, but did you pick up the one thing that makes it different from everything else?
Well, I don't know, maybe the security, but
You're right. That's it.
You ring the bell.
You got it. It says that it's more secure. It allows users to lock the bike wheels as well as the frame in the vertical position, and so it's easier to see on a CCTV, and it's also lockable, so it comes with a lock in it. You don't need to bring your own. Jose, you win the cookie. There you go. All right. And the marketing, who would buy it? Okay, I think that's not so important. Let's get to the task. We're going to establish. We have to establish the current situation for CyclePods. We've already done that. We've clarified that, I think. Individually or with a partner, decide what you think the company should do. Resolve its cash flow crisis. To resolve its cash flow crisis, prepare your arguments, and then choose one person to lead the discussion as a group. Discuss all the options. Okay, I think we're going to have probably two people lead the discussion. Yuki, you've had many meetings with us, so I'd like you to be the first to lead the discussion, and then afterwards you can nominate your replacement. So in the first half of the meeting, you open. We're going to get a second person to finish and close. And our goal as a company, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people and me, is to make a decision about how to fix the lack of supply to meet the demand. That's all we have to do. So Yuki, I'm going to turn it over to you to open the meeting and get the conversation going. And don't forget, we have these, whoops, not these, wrong presentation, sorry. We have these great expressions to help us when we're actually talking about arguments, when we're actually presenting our arguments. What do you think, Yuki? Can you open the meeting for us?
I don't remember the key phrase.
Well,
good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
State the purpose, and start the discussion. That's all you have to do. What's the purpose of the meeting?
Together to discuss about the current situation and problem in regard as our products, CyclePods sales view,
Okay.
and we have to find a way to solve the problem and make decision to improve our sales. So what is your opinion? Don't hesitate to speak out your opinion. I've
got an opinion.
I've got the opinion.
No. I'm saying I have an opinion. Director Yuki, call on me first.
Okay. Me or
no, me. I have an opinion. I'm raising my hand.
Sorry. Okay. Jon-Eric, how about your how do you think? What do you think about it?
I think that the product is too expensive and it's scaring off people. They think they have to invest too much money. I think that's what the real problem is.
That's the point. I also think so. How about you, Sylvia? Do you agree with the John's opinion? Our products cost too high for our customers.
I'm not convinced. Could you give us some more details?
Well,
Okay.
me or Yuki?
Me? Maybe John.
Well, the details that,
Because
sure.
it's John's opinion.
Yeah, the details that I would say are that the price was how much it was. Um, okay, it's almost 4,000 pounds per unit. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like, you'll be lucky if you sell one to a company. I mean, maybe we shouldn't be selling these to companies. Maybe this is something we should be selling to cities that can use tax money or something. Or we've got to find a way. I don't know. I think it's just 4,000 is a lot to ask. And so my solution, by the way, let me use some key phrases now. If I go back to our notes, I would say something like this. So in other words, I think that we ought to change our client. We'd stop targeting companies and go for municipalities. That's what I think.
So what you are getting at is municipalization is a main focal point of our problem.
I'm sorry, what's the focal point? Repeat.
So what you are getting at is municipalization.
Municipality.
Municipality. So
Yeah.
Municipality is a main point.
Main client. I think we ought to switch from companies like Reebok and Pepsi and focus on city halls and municipalities because they can use tax money and it just makes more sense. They could promote this as a green business. And if you go for a company, why do they want to invest in this? What's in it for them? I mean, I don't really see why a big company would be interested in shelling out. They've got money, but what's in it for them? Why is it in their interest to buy a environmentally friendly bike rack? You see what I'm saying? I don't see the purpose. That's my opinion.
I see. Shadow, what's your position on this point regarding our sales expansion to mini I'm sorry.
Municipalities.
Municipality places.
What's the meaning of municipality?
Municipalities is
The city office.
Yeah, that's it. City office, town hall,
public place.
Instead of a private company. What if we sell
Library, maybe.
I disagree with that.
What? What did you say?
I just don't really. I disagree with that.
You don't agree? Yeah. Why? What is the reason?
Because I have another opinion, and maybe if we just
use giving an opinion, Shadow. Look on the screen. Giving an opinion. Use a key expression.
I don't think that we should buy. I don't know what. I didn't get it really, but
not buy. No. Sell. I'm saying, what if we sell to city halls instead of companies? So you would say, I don't think we should sell.
Yeah, teacher, I understand that you want to sell it because you want to get more money to, am I right?
No, not get more money, but I want to sell it to a better customer. I think private companies don't have any particular interest in the product. I mean, there is some interest, but I think that it makes more sense, because it's environmentally friendly, to sell it to the government. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
Shadow, you are too flexible. You have your opinion. You have to.
I'm sorry, guys. Really, I didn't get it.
Stand by.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep leading the discussion, Yuki. We got to get some other opinions. So
Okay, let's hear what Jose think about it. Do you think approach to municipality is a good idea?
Yeah, I think it is a good idea, but on the other way, I think
on the other hand,
on the other hand, I think we shouldn't left the companies apart. I think it could be selling like a green product. I don't know, in a headquarters of companies that they could have this product which looks beautiful and green, and it's like a marketing issue. So
okay.
we could focus in a marketing way to more than a useful way to sell it.
But
In addition to selling to the cities, to green cities and municipalities.
right, but Jose, the fact is, it's £4,000. Do you think that they're going to want to buy it?
Well, not in the beginning. uh, Maybe okay, we're in a cash flow problem, but a good marketing team could 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 take care of that, I think.
Say that again, but use one of those expressions where it says giving an opinion. Just repeat what you said, but begin with that key expression under giving an opinion. But marketing.
In my opinion,
Good.
in my opinion, if you ask me, we should improve the marketing team.
Okay, that's a fair point. You
Okay,
go
I
ahead.
think what Jose is saying is right. I think Jose is right, but but it was to hear the opinion of our respected Daniel.
Of course.
What is your position about it?
Particularly about marketing, because that's what he brought up.
So, what is your opinion? What we can improve our
What can we do to improve?
what we can do to improve our sales?
Okay, I think we should have a big factory made in our product, and maybe we should need some investment as a bank or maybe another companies to to get money and to do a high stock. And
To do
maybe
a
we
to do a
can, sorry,
to do a what? A high.
stock.
I don't know what that means. To do a high stock. You mean
To
stock in
have
the stock market or stock in the warehouse?
no, to have many products.
To have more stock.
To have more
More
stock.
stock.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
then
you think it's
we
an investment. So what you're getting at is we got to get investment. And do you think if we get investment, because we've got two ideas on the table. We have my idea and we've got Jose's idea so far.
Mhm.
And do you think that will solve? Do you think that we'll then be able to sell the companies like because Jose says it's a marketing issue.
Mhm.
I don't know if you agree with that.
We can reduce the price, uh, made in more units. Maybe it could be the way.
Okay, listen, Yuki, we've only got a minute
So
or
what you
so.
are getting? So what you are getting? What is raising the price and improving our production into other companies or our division.
Reducing
I don't get it. Sorry.
a reduction of costs of fabrication,
Of manufacturing.
manufacturing.
Yeah, not fabrication. That means lying.
Okay. buying origin product in high quantity. I don't know.
High quantity.
Quality or quantity?
Yes.
Quality.
The problem is the price.
The problem is the price. Okay.
We need to reduce the price. Maybe in manufacturing in high scale. I don't know.
Well, listen, we're going to have to draw the class to a close because I have to go right now. We're at the end of the hour. It was a very interesting beginning, though. Very interesting.
Sorry,
so
I'm
far.
lost.
Let's do this. We're going to come back to our decision-making meetings next week. We're going to begin a new unit, but I'd like to take these key expressions and apply them as well to the next unit. I'll let you know in the description what it's going to be. So we're going to stop here. Have a great weekend. I'm going to send you a little, what do you call it? What did I send you before? A little progress test. It will test you on the grammar, the vocabulary, and the key expressions that we've done over the past 9 lessons. So try it out and send me your questions. If there's, you can correct yourself, but send me your questions afterwards. We're going to use this again next week, so you'll get another chance. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, all right. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll be back Monday, and I'll send you that progress test in the message system later today.
Okay.
Bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye for now,
Bye-bye.
everyone. See you
Okay,
soon.
goodbye. Nice
Goodbye.
weekend. Bye.